Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today we're going to be going over the World Event teams, high, mid, and low, for I think it's like rubies are red, violets are blue, FU, because this is a very long title for a World Event, and I couldn't put it on the thumbnail because of that. Look at that. Rubies are red, violets are blue. And I made up my own rhyme after that, just for them. Okay, and then we'll do the weekly preview as well. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Dez is here. Dez the Enforcer, what up? Weekly preview, SOULFORGE, EVENTKEY drop table, Glory Shop, PvP, Epic Trials, Campaign, etc. So that'll be after the World Event teams. I'll get those to you as quick as I can here. Then we'll go over the weekly preview. I would have been a little bit earlier, but I was making a thumbnail. I forgot. I was ready. I was like getting ready to start. I'm like, no, forgot to do a thumbnail. It's Monday. Gotta remember. All right, let me jump over to the chat here. I'll try to get it started as quick as possible. So yeah, let me first of all grab my blinkies. We have more gems and stuff, and then we'll go to the Glory Shop, get that troop just in case. We'll go over the scoring for the World Event. And, yeah. So, 2 days on that, that's fine. Let's grab these rewards. How'd you guys do last week, guys and gals? As far as the Underspire goes, I promised I would go to the 7th boss. I did. I have screenshots if you need proof. I doubled up on the gold, the big gold orb, like you should if you're going all the way. And I beat the last boss with the team I showed on Tuesday, so just goes to show that it works, which is cool. Made it to the 7th boss on the Underspire. Des says your Underworld guide is very useful. Hey, no problem, man. Glad it's still useful. I made a more recent TLDR of that whole thing because the playlist was getting so big and bloated. Also, I got, I don't want to say it on here, but yeah, the stream yesterday, the Effers, they got me. They got me again, just for two little Effers. That's not very nice. I better quit saying that kind of stuff, huh? Then Arena, I got to the Ritz. And that's what I do. Because I don't hate Arena. I don't blame you if you don't do it, but I went to the Ritz. They're presenting me with Ritz. I'm going to go get them. Because I want to get my kingdom level and power up at all costs, except for real money, and that's just how I'm playing, so everybody plays the game differently. It's all good. But that's the story of my last week. We got the journey completely done. The guild did on like Thursday night-ish, maybe Friday, something like that. It's pretty good. Friday, Saturday, somewhere. Before Sunday, at least. Maybe Saturday night at the worst. And then I got to my Ritz and Arena, and I got to the 7th boss in the Underspire, and I got my PvP goals in PvP. Like, I did everything I should have done. So I felt good about my week last week for the, for Gems of War. Sometimes it's like, oh, I didn't get the Underspire. I only got to the 5th boss, or, oh, I forgot to do my PvP goals all the way. But I got everything done, so I was happy with that. Alright. Live chat. What do you do with the Ritz? They're kind of like shards, into where, like shards in the SOULFORGE, you can turn into diamonds or jewels. Well, Ritz you can turn into any color deed you want. And any color deed you can then turn into a book, and then you use those to level up your kingdoms, which will eventually give you stats. So you really want to go after those purple deeds, but Ritz can turn into any color, which is cool. So you save up a bunch of Ritz, and you can turn them into purple deeds if you want. That's usually what people do first. And second, they usually do green. And then after that, it's like a mixed bag of what people do. But yeah, I would just save up your Ritz until you think you have enough to get a Magic Kingdom to 20. And then turn them over to purple. Turn them into books. Get your magic stat. Okay, Glory Shop. Let's grab this troop real fast. Get Spoils of War, because you always should. Belladonna's. Let's get that to Mythic. Just in case. And we'll head over to the guild event. Rubies are red, violets are blue. Buckle my shoe. And I'll put a chapter in so you can skip all this early stuff here. Me setting up the stream and everything. Just bear with me for about 1 more minute max. And we'll get it on, get it going. I'm playing that Elden Ring, man. I'm trying to beat that last boss. I want to be able to do a new account playthrough for y'all. So even if you're not watching Elden Ring, you should be rooting for me because it leads to more content for you. So I'm going to do a new account playthrough first thing once I finish Elden Ring. And I'm on the last boss, and I've been making it to that Elden Beast. Not every single time, but I'm getting better at the first phase. Which is helping me do, practice the second phase. That's kind of how that game is. Like, you gotta keep practicing the first phase so you can keep getting to the second phase. So you can keep practicing the second phase. Alright, okay, got that. Hit the like button, turn in your ticket to the train. I did it. I did it. Did you do that? I did that. And let's put a chapter in so everybody can skip my ramblings at the beginning. It will be 6-7 minutes. That's pretty bad. World event start / scoring at the 7:10. Alright, we're going to do world event scoring, get started on the world event, and then we'll make some teams high, mid, and low. What up, Dez? What up, Mark? What up, MJK Jets? How's it going, y'all? Alright, let me read the scoring for you. Okay, world event, rubies are red, violets are blue. There are 6 battles that players can encounter during the event. The Foxfire King, the Wendigo, Swamplash, Beastmaster Torburn, Abragonia, and King Bloodwood. This event has 3 phases. Phase 1, the first 4 battles are the only available battles to play and have an equal chance of appearing. Players will need to win 15 battles here to progress to the next phase. Phase 2, the first 5 battles are the only available battles to play and have an equal chance of appearing. Players will need to win 15 battles here to progress to the next phase. Phase 3, all 6 battles are now available with an equal chance of appearing. This phase continues until the end of the event. Scoring! You can find the following rewards for each of the different battles you may encounter. I'm going to read them from most to least. So King Bloodwood is worth 10 magical blooms. Abragonia is worth 8. Beastmaster Torburn is worth 7. Swamplash is worth 5. The Wendigo is worth 4, and the Foxfire King is worth 3. So if you want the quick and dirty, King Bloodwood is worth the most, and the Foxfire King is worth the least. So King on the front, worth the most. King on the back, worth the least. Each magical bloom is worth 4 points. Battles will drop a variable number of magical blooms. On average, about 1.18 times the base amount. So King Bloodwood is a mythic. You just look for that cyan color, and he'll be worth the most. Abragonia and Beastmaster Torburn are legendaries. Just remember that Abragonia is worth more. Less name is worth more. We got Swamplash, the Wendigo, and the Foxfire King. That's kind of alphabetical order, almost. Just remember that the Foxfire King is worth the least. I mean, it is, really. After you get past the Mythic and the Legendary, which of course are worth more, the Mythic is worth the most. That just makes sense, right? King Bloodwood, worth the most. It's Mythic. Abragonia is a Legendary. It's worth the second most. I guess it's not, technically. Beastmaster Torburn, Swamplash, the Wendigo, they kind of go in alphabetical after that, but not really. I don't know. Never mind. That's the scoring. It says, like all Fae, Belladonna's would never simply do anyone a favor. He was quite willing to trade his ruby for some magical blooms from the underworld, though. He was making a bouquet to present to Queen Titania. Defeat enemies and collect magical blooms for Belladonna's. You have a spell damage medal. That means you want to hit all enemies with spell damage, most likely. You don't want to be doing skulls or single target damage unless you're looping in a beginner or something like that. Here we have the battles, and Beastmaster Torburn, of course, would be worth more than Swamplash. It's a legendary. The rewards are pretty good. It's one of those that has extra rewards. You get the shiny keys, the orb of minions, the tokens, shiny keys. It's extra rewards. The shop, how far are we going to buy up in here? There's no weapon or anything. You kind of have to just... I usually just buy up until I get a medal. So collect your rewards because you get tokens. You can see where you stand. I got 5 tokens. So we got a badge of spring. And I'll go to the shop, and I'm probably going to buy up until I get at least a medal. It's usually how I do it. Because World Event, there's no like, oh, just buy up to the weapon, or oh, just buy up to the troop. The medal is the weapon, the medal is the troop. So you're buying up until you get a medal. Pretty much. Let's keep buying until we get a medal. Which will pop up on the screen. That's your cue to, hey, that's this. I should at least go this far. That's my cue. Bang, Medal of Spring. So at least tier 3, but we're probably going to have to go further. Just the way guild events are these days, you got to go a little bit further. So most likely I'm going to have to buy tier 4. But just to start out today, I'm going to do tier 3. Okay, so Beastmaster Torment, let's make some teams. Bright Forest should be okay for spell damage. You know, you got Queen Titania, you got Imaldrin. Got Fiorenza there. Let's just call out all the possibles that would be smart to use before we make a team. You got Imaldrin, damage to all enemies. If you're using Imaldrin, that'd be okay. Got Fiorenza, damage to all enemies. If you're using Fiorenza, that would be okay. Not that. Queen Titania, all enemies. Fairy Fire, extra turn, maybe. Queen Titania is good. Might be one of the best ones. That might be it for hitting all enemies. Water Elemental, if you're a low-level player, that might be good. It hits all enemies. Anything else? Faycap? Kinda, maybe. If you're like really low-level and that's all you got. Faycap. But those are most of the options you're going to use. And then you can look at your weapons here. We got Dawnbringer. All enemies. Even Summer's Wonder if you just want to get freaky. Celestial Flask is good. It's a mana generator, though. I mean, you could. But just giving you all the options. Summer's Fury. Fey Wand. In case you want to make your own team, just try to use one of those. Alright, so high-level team, what are we going to do? Can we build a team around a Imaldrin? Dragon Boss. Extra turn boosted by green gems. I don't know, would you guys rather see a team built around a Imaldrin or a team built around Dawnbringer? Dawnbringer might be easier. I don't know, because I like the Leprechaun. What if we just try? We'll try Imaldrin. We're going to do high, mid, and low, so just hang in there if you don't have Imaldrin. I might try it, though. Let's just throw it over there for now. Let's throw over a Leprechaun. I'm probably going to need, like, a Bright Forest weapon, which, of course, they're all Bright Forest. Could do Celestial Flask. Create 3 potions of either blue, green, red, yellow, or purple. Gain an extra turn. You really gotta hope that gets up off your Leprechaun, and then... I don't know. That might be fun. I got an idea. What if we do this? And then we do... this. So here's the idea. So we're going to cast Leprechaun. It's going to get up the Celestial Flask. Then we're going to cast Celestial Flask. It's going to get an extra turn. And then we're going to cast the other Leprechaun. It's going to blow up all the potions. And then hopefully we get an extra turn and Imaldrin's up. I'm going to try this. I think this is going to be fun. Okay, class. Doesn't matter. So, a bunch of green. I'm going to go Archer. Banner. Purple, purple, purple. Green, green, green. But we really want that flask up, so I might go with some blue. Blue and green, maybe? Green, blue, minus brown? Sure. Blue, green, minus yellow? I think I want the blue more because I need to get that flask up. Or else my plan's not going to work. Blue, green, minus brown if you don't have that. Alright, I think this is going to work, so I'm going to go ahead and put a timestamp. What did I just see? Was that Chad? Chad running out there, baby. We keep on lifting the tarp and taking it off. We play the game that you play in gym class, but we take it off again. Chad's peeking under the tarp again. He running out there, butt crack is showing, rag in his back pocket, picking the tarp up, peeking under there, seeing what's up. What's under here? I don't know. Alright, world event high. And we'll go 16. Thank you so much, Chad. You're a legend. Oh, yeah. So consistent, bro. Consistency is the key in a lot of things in life. You can learn to be consistent. I'm going to beat the last boss in Elden Ring because I'm going to consistently try every day until next Sunday. Like, most likely I'm going to beat that. Oh, yeah. Equip the medal. So we got the Medal of Spring. And then you're probably going to want Nisha and Nisha for now. Look at that. Rubies are red, violets are blue, and the blue is all smashed in there. The red is smashed in there. You see on the top? Good job. They couldn't think of something shorter than that? Hello, Jets. Hello, Mark. What's up, Chad? With this spell damage medal, your troops that are hitting all enemies are going to hit very hard. It's like 160% extra spell damage. Not even just magic, just spell damage. So hopefully I get to show the idea of this team. I don't know if I will, because the battles are so easy right now. There's the flask. No reason not to cast it, right? Extra turn. Bang, they're dead. So this might be a fun... I don't know if you guys have seen something like this. I, like, blazed through Mr. T's... because he's talking about, like, a change to the Mythic. So I wanted to hear about that. And I kind of let it run while I was making my thumbnail in, like, 2 times speed. So I don't know if what his teams were. I try not to look at them because I don't want to accidentally make the same thing. But might as well, right? Extra turn. And you have a way to explode it. You have a way to get up the flask with the first leprechaun, and then you have a way to explode what the flask does with the second. And that's all. The goal is to get up the Maldron. Throw them trains up there, baby. What up, Livewire? Thanks for coming to that Elden Ring yesterday. Appreciate it. Leprechaun! A Maldron! Get out of here. And then you have the giant green gems on there if you still have a leprechaun. Like, if you got to cast again, it's probably going to fill it right back up. Like, this is probably exactly what I'm going to use until... And I don't foresee it, like, stopping working because we're getting up so quickly. And we're just going to keep getting medals as the week goes. We're going to keep getting tokens, keep getting badges, keep getting medals. Like, we're just going to get more powerful. Like, maybe on Sunday or Saturday when you're getting the last rewards. But even then, like, we're not even giving the enemy much of a chance here. All right, let's do one more. Then I'll make a mid-level team for you. These dragons might be one of the first mythics you actually get in the beginning of the game. We're about to see that, because I'm going to do a new account playthrough on PC in the next week or two. It's coming soon, I promise. I've been talking about it for so long, but it's coming soon now. We can see it. It's there, in the future. A week or two, maybe this Sunday. This Sunday at the soonest, and probably next Sunday at the latest. That's what I'm guessing. So I don't foresee myself needing to fight that boss for more than 2 weeks straight, you know. My daughter calls my summons Greg and Greg Jr., and she calls them monkeys. She's like, your monkeys are winning. Greg Jr. did good. Alright, so Celestial Flask, a Maldron, a Leprechaun, Leprechaun. And you could probably just put whatever you want right here, really. You might have to change your banner, but if you want to put Queen Titania there instead, if you want to put Firenza there instead, If you want to put water elemental there instead, like, this team would probably work for any of that. It's mostly based on the Leprechaun and the Celestial Flask getting up something else. So we could just, like, I'm not going to do it, but we could substitute anything you want in there for that Amalgrin. And still use this team and still do the strat that I'm doing. Cast Leprechaun, get up Flask, cast Flask, extra turn, cast your other Leprechaun, boom, whatever the heck you have here is up. And I'm using the one with the most mana, so it definitely works. You could put anything you want in this slot. Anything you want, as long as it hits all enemies. But I'm going to try to build just something different, just in case you don't have... The Flask is available in the SOULFORGE, too, by the way. And all these troops are available through event keys. Except for Amalgrin, who you have to get with the Dragonite. Alright, so we cannot use Mythics for the mid-level team. Let's build a mid-level team. You're most likely going to use Queen Titania. For these early battles, I might just, like, King Aberon, Queen Titania, Leprechaun, like, everything to get her up. And then... I almost want to go Dawnbringer. If you have Dawnbringer, maybe go with it, because we're already 50% starting Queen Titania, and we're going to explode green, and she's probably going to get up. You cast her, you win. So you probably don't even need a weapon that is mana generating. So you could even do, like, Summer's Fury or something as backup if you don't have Dawnbringer. So Dawnbringer or Summer's Fury. Like, after, let's say, as long as Queen Titania's one-shotting, you could do Summer's Fury or Dawnbringer or Summer's Wonder as your weapon. But I think I'm gonna do something different. So I don't want to do Dawnbringer for the mid-level team. Okay, so... we could explode. Got blue and red. And that would be good later, too. You could put this down a little bit in the team. And then have a summon, in case you start losing troops. Green and purple for Fae. We got green and red for Bright Forest. Yellow and purple. I think I want to put that red on the board for, you know? We got brown and green. That's completely different than Queen Titania. You could do this and then you have a summon. So many options here. Like, you could do anything. Like, I'm showing you teams with team codes, but you could replace a lot of stuff with other things and it would still work. I think I'm going to go something like this for the mid-level. You could even do 2 Queen Titanias if you want. I'm just, like, going all in. Like, we only need 1 right now. So I think the combo of these 2 will get up the Queen Titania for sure. The fact that we're using this weapon means we have to use Hierophant, because we want to make our whole team Bright Forest. Make them Fae, make them Bright Forest. Let's check the banner. We got a whole bunch of purple. Might go all in on Queen Titania, I guess. So purple, red, minus yellow. Purple, red, minus brown. Let's go Banner of Sin, Depths of Sin. Alright, and a chapter. Is my guild chat working? You want me to try? Hopefully it doesn't bring down the stream. We don't seem to be able to connect to the chat server right now. Please try again later. Yeah, it's not working, dude. That's weird. Livewire says, is in-game chat broken for everyone? Yeah, it's broken for me, too. What up, Ali? Ali Bandy. Were you the one who gave me a gift? Thank you so much. Ali says, I went with Old Man, Oakroot, Amalgrin, Trickster Weapon, and Leprechaun. Yeah, I like the Amalgrin on there and the Leprechaun for sure. I think Amalgrin's a good idea. Alright, let's go. Did you see my team, Ali? I kind of like it. Celestial Flask, Amalgrin, Leprechaun, Leprechaun. I'm going to be using that. Alright, so hopefully this gets up Queen Titania and we just cast and win. for the mid-level team. Let's put in a chapter. World Event Mid 25. Save. Thank you so much, Allie. Appreciate it. Helps a lot, you know. Foxfire King, right? Wait. Why is he... He's legendary. That's tricky. You guys need to watch out. The Foxfire King is legendary, but he's worth the least. That almost tricked me. I was about to click on the legendary. Swamp Lash is actually worth more than the Foxfire King. Strange. I wonder if that's a mistake. Be careful there, just don't click on colors. Read the names. Because I almost did it. I almost just clicked on colors. Scoring is goofy, right? Allie says at rank 8 now, level 400. Yeah, I guess it's a global issue, Chad. So I keep wanting to click on them too. Let's do a couple more with this team, then we'll make a low level. I've already kind of mentioned all the good troops though, so you might already know what I'm gonna do. You can guess in the chat if you would like. What's gonna be the low level? What are we gonna revolve it around? Alright, one more with this one. I love that my first team, you can just plug in whatever troop you want for that second slot. Oh no, I'm still thinking about that. It'd be helpful to a lot of people if you have the flask, which is available in the SOULFORGE, like I said. Should be an easy week. Got a lot of great options, and it's spell damage. Whoa, where's it going? There's your team code for the mid-level team. Some sort of Queen Titania team. Leprechaun is always good. King Aberon, 50% starting it. We're going all in and getting up that Queen Titania for now. That should work for quite a while. If I was on Sunday and I was a mid-level player, I might switch the weapon for an exploding weapon with a summon. I might switch out one of the two, either Leprechaun or King Aberon, for a second Queen Titania. You gotta... You know, fix your team sometimes. Words. Alright, let's go make a low-level team. Vault event week is next week. Crap, I gotta open all my vault keys then. Oh, I forgot to do this. Belladonna's, who I'm not going to use most likely because it is just durability. It might be good in Arena, though. I found a good troop in Arena, a Fireborn Warrior. I know most of y'all don't care, but he gains, like, a bunch of armor, and then he burns, like, the entire enemy team. So you throw him up, like, in the top of the team, maybe in second slot, just so he can build a little bit of armor. And then he's, like, burning them the whole time while he's gaining a ton of armor. So unless the enemy has, like, true damage, then that's, like, his kryptonite. But if they don't have true damage, he could solo the whole enemy team in Arena. Fireborn Warrior. He's not even good except for in Arena. I was using him like in one of my last teams yesterday. We got to get rid of these two. They're both legendary. And we'll look up some no mythic, no legendary troops. Oh, let's see. Child of Summer could work too, brown to red. With that one team where I had King Aberon, if you don't have it. Maybe I'll just take this off too. Think about leaving Leprechaun. I'm thinking like double up on the water elemental if you're lower level. The Leprechaun. So what else are you gonna do? It is elemental. If you have this, you could 50% start it. So you could do the same thing we did with King Aberon and Leprechaun, but with Water Elemental instead. You could do Mirage Queen and Leprechaun. Green and red. I think we're good. We just need a weapon. What are we gonna do? Green and purple. We have a blue-red weapon that blows up green. We have a green-brown weapon that blows up purple. Green and red. We don't have any... We got just an elemental, so that's not going to give us a buff, but it would have a summon and an explode. The weapon for the low-level team. Green and brown or red and blue. I'd go with this. Because Leprechaun blows up green. We could do Titan for the Brown Storm. Then you could, like, maybe throw this up here. I would do that later, though. Like, if you start losing troops, maybe throw this up here. Then you could summon something in. Summon, summon, summon. But right now, we want to get up the weapon, cast it. Make sure we get up our elementals, cast them. Let's go with Titan for the low-level people. The Brown Storm. We got a bunch of brown troops. A barrier. Banner. Brown. Probably want to do brown, blue. Yeah, so low level. Let's like you don't have Queen Titania. You don't have a Maldron. You don't have King Aberon. You don't have any of that. And you just gotta do your share. Something like this. World event low. At the 33. Chapter. Vault events next week. Ali said was a bummer that there were no true damage troops, right? It's like the world event medal almost makes you as strong as if you were doing true damage. But yeah, true damage troop with a spell damage medal would be crazy. Okay, so we got 8 green or 11 purple. Let's try this. Oh, the only problem with that is we both use brown, but it's fine. We still one-shot them, even with a troop that's not mythic or legendary. Freaking Foxfire King keeps screwing me up. I swear I want to click on it every time. I probably even did, if you go back. While I was talking, wasn't paying attention. I might have clicked on that. But yeah, anything that hits all enemies, you'll be fine. Especially with the Leprechaun, the King Aberon, the Mirage Queen, the Celestial Flask. So many ways to get the stuff up, too. Sometimes it's like you have a really good damage option, but you don't have any good mana generators. Or you have a really good mana generator, but you don't have any good damage options. But we have both. With the spell damage medal. Ooh! They're surviving already. It's cool though. We only have one medal. World event is one of those events where you might even want to wait till Tuesday, Wednesday to even start, because if your guild doesn't, like my guild, I already have a medal. If you don't have a medal yet, you could wait a couple days, collect your rewards, make sure you have at least a medal before you start. There you go, low level team for ya. We'll get started on the weekly preview. let me put a chapter in for this. Weekly preview / SOULFORGE at the 36-ish. Livewire says you have Suna, but she only hits 2 enemies, right? So that's not like my style. That's like all you have, I guess. But you want that spell damage medal to apply to as many instances of damage as possible. You never want to like overkill 1 troop or overkill 2 troops. Unless you're a lower level and you're like looping or something, but... Alright, Bloom of Rose, new epic troop Belladonna's. Get this troop with glory. Am I do this first? Yeah. Bloom of Rose, new epic troop Belladonna's. Get this troop with glory from the rewards tab of the shop. Rubies are red, violets are blue. Experience a new world event with your guild mates. Play world event battles every day to unlock rewards. New mythic troop Grovanga, exclusive to Glory Gem Guild and VIP chest for 1 week only. So once Friday starts, it's out of the drop table. Right now, it's the only mythic you can get. If you use your glory keys, your gem keys, your guild seals, etc., you're not going to get anything else. You're not going to get Ironhawk. You're not going to get High King Irongut. This is the only mythic in the drop table. It's not bad, but it's not a Ironhawk or High King Irongut either. It's like a B minus is what I was calling it, I think. Kind of riding the fence a little bit, but not calling it bad either. It hits all enemies. It puts good gargoyle gems on the board. Its third trait is the one that's like kind of glitched and they're trying to fix. Like it was soft locking people, I think. So they had to change it to something else. But the thing that they changed it to is pretty good. So it's still worth using. The May Queen. Play the new holiday event and earn currency for the holiday store. Unlock a new legendary troop, a new pet, and even some new armor. Amatiel's Prison. The campaign has started. New rewards every week. Don't miss out. Week of Bright Forest. All Bright Forest troops gain 10% to skills. Week of Fae. All Fae gain 10% to their skills. Bonus trait stones. Use Belladonna's in PvP to get a bonus trait stone. Alright, let's go with the SOULFORGE. See what's in here. Got Virago, not very good. Got Tourmaline. We used it last week, but it's still not great. Let's see, Vashtagon used to be useful. We would use it to curse when we were using High King Irongut, but we got so many ways to curse now. Like the wand, for example. World Breaker. So yeah, the mythics aren't great. Got a couple mids. Bunch of mid. Wonder if Tourmaline's the best one here. I mean, Vashtagon's okay. It's either Vashtagon or Tourmaline, and I probably shouldn't be spending too much time on it. I guess I'll call Turtling the best one. But definitely not worth crafting at all. Not a top 10, not a top 20. I like to put them in order for fun. 22 green, red, brown, Hellcrag, Daemon Knight. Deal damage to all enemies. Drain 4 mana from all enemies boosted by gargoyle gems. Create a good gargoyle gem when matching 4 or more gems. 25% scald damage reflect, and 25% chance to summon a stone me fight when I die. I think an average mythic. Vashtagon, like I said, used to be more important than it is now. So, 24 blue, green, brown, Karakoth, Daemon. Devour an ally, then summon a Daemon. If the ally is devoured, deal true scatter damage boosted by my life. Curse a random enemy when matching brown. Impervious and 25% for spell armor reduction. Or spell damage reduction. After that, I don't know, Virago's trash. That's probably a World Breaker. 30, that's a lot of mana. Green, red, yellow, Dominion Fields, Dragon, Centaur, Explode, 18 gems on the board. Deal damage to all enemies. Nothing too great on its traits. At least it hits all enemies, but it's kind of weak, and it's a high mana cost. And then Virago. 22, green, red, purple, Forest of Thorns, Divine Elemental, Barrier, and enchant all allies. Gain life. It's just gonna prolong the battle. There's some game mode in the future where just battles go an hour long, maybe, but not right now. And we got Venoxia as a legendary. That's one of my favorites. Kind of underrated. True damage to all enemies. Legendaries you really don't want to craft because you should save up your diamonds for mythics. You know, maybe if Tesla's here, like I always say, but that's about it. So Venoxia you should try to get other ways, through keys, through event keys for Mist of Scales. But if you like really want it, it's like your favorite, and it wouldn't be horrible. It's probably top 10 legendary. 16 green, purple, Mist of Scales Dragon. Create 9 green and 9 blue gems, then deal true damage to all enemies. Poisons a random enemy in 4 or 5 gem match. That's probably the best thing in here. Solzara. Poopy. High Priestess Chaska. She's okay. Vidar the Vast. So High Priestess Chaska is the second best legendary in the SOULFORGE. 16 yellow, purple, Suncrest, Divine Strix. Deal damage to all enemies boosted by yellow gems. Bless all yellow allies. And we got Vidar the Vast. 16 blue, brown, Stormheim Giant. Choose an enemy. There's a 10% chance to devour them. Boosted by blue gems on the board. Otherwise deal damage. Double skull damage versus stunned. Then you got Solzara here. She's not great. 15 green, purple, Groshnak, Orc Mystic. Deal damage to an enemy, gain 10 souls. If the enemy's life is greater, deal triple damage and gain triple souls. Yippity-doo-dah-day, right? Alright, weapons. Eruption of Roses, Explodey for Fae, Summon, positive status effect. Be nice to have all of those if you can get them, but they're not super necessary. Shimmer Scale's Wing is poo-poo, even though it has an extra turn on it. Which I said, like, anything with an extra turn is usually good. But it's if Shimmer Scale is on your team, so it's not an automatic, so that doesn't count. Doomed Foignard. Doomed Flunger. Celestial Flask is a good weapon. It might be one of the best weapons, like, maybe, I don't know, not in the game, but I don't know. It's like a top 10, top 20. It's really good. Create 3 potions of either blue, green, red, yellow, or purple. Gain an extra turn. Mystic Manuscript. Explode purple and grant a random status effect to all Mystic allies. Then summon a Mystic troop. Staff of Bright Forest. Not good. Fairy Ring. Damage. Green and purple for Fae. Summer's Aegis. Damage. Green and red for Bright Forest. Trickster Shot used to be a recommendation, but mostly for beginners. It's single target damage. It hits really hard, but if you're really struggling to get through something, it's not bad. It's kind of been... It's just too old now. 2-3 years ago, I would have recommended it, but, you know, maybe grab it if you're a beginner. That's it. Celestial Flask is the best, and then Venoxia is the best troop. And it probably goes in that order. Like, Celestial Flask should be your priority, and then most people shouldn't get Venoxia, but if you're going to get a troop, it's the best one. So that's the SOULFORGE. Chad's back. Let's put a chapter in for Glory Shop. EVENTKEY. And what else do I do? TRAITSTONE. TRAITSTONE. So 45. Save. Alright, let's check out this shop. Get your spoils of war. Belladonna's is here this week. It's the Glory Shop troop for the week. 13 green, yellow, Bright Forest, Fey Knight. Gain life and armor boosted by Bright Forest allies and fairy-fired enemies. Gain barrier. Like I said, maybe for arena, you'd gain a bunch of life and armor and gain a barrier. Put it in first slot. But people don't... You don't really Like, think about Arena. That'd be like saying it's a troop from a kingdom. But you get Arcane Light trait stones, green and yellow. So let's go check that out, because you can get as many as you want right now just for glory. That's a trait stone that's like, we used to do the Warrens as our underworld farming faction before City of Thieves came into the game, because the Warrens came in first. And the only faction in the underworld that gives you trait stones is the Warrens. So we would get yellow-green trait stones, and we would run it every day, like 3 times a day. And we had like so many. So if you've been playing for a long time, you probably don't need that trait stone, because you probably have a billion of them from when you were doing the Warrens back in the day. But if you're a beginner, let's go check it out. Base rarity, all colors, green, yellow, show all. So Aquaticus has submerge all allies, matching 4 or more gems. Arachnian Weaver is nice. Creeping Doom, impervious, stealthy. It's like already amazing, and then it has good traits too. We got Champion of Guard with that 60% Aegis and 50% spell block. King Bloodwood with the Bloody Bowels, Entangle and Bleed. Urali with that Poison Gaze if you're going for the Scorpius Urali thing. Queen Aurora with the Rainbow Link, just an interesting trait. Bonus mana from all gym matches. Most of the time it's just 1. It gives it to every color. Kultama has that 20% chance to resurrect myself with full mana when I die and summon a Lightstorm at the start of battle. Forest Guardians, we're getting into the legendaries. They 100% need this trait stone. Like the mythics, you gotta double check, but the legendaries 100%. It's green and yellow, the stone is green and yellow. But Forest Guardian, 50% start for Beast. You want all of those. Holy Saint Astra, 50% start for Human. That's Tesla. Luna even has Explode a random gem when a matching yellow gems. I don't know. It's okay. Tannenbaum. Deal triple skull damage versus entangled enemies. And Bark Skin. Urskula, another 50% start, this time for Urska. Does Daughter of Time have something? 50% chance to convert a yellow gem to an hourglass gem when my turn begins. Child of Summer, Empowered Converter. You might be using her this week, she's Bright Forest. Can make red for you. Daughter of Yasmin, another one, Empowered Converter. What's the next team you would build after Rowan? Says Durs? Sorry if I said your name wrong. Most likely you're going to be heading to the Underworld and getting like the Truffle Shuffle. Either that or you're joining a guild and getting your Guardians. So one of those two. Let's say either Forest Troll, King Gobtruffle, Doomed Glaive, or whatever. You don't have to use the Doomed Glaive. It can be a different weapon. But yeah, that Forest Troll double Gobtruffle team after Rowan, because it loops, it could do harder stuff, keep you safe while it's doing harder things. Or the Guardian teams, like Triple Ferocity Rage Reaver, Triple Finesse Nimbus Bow, just for like colors. Like you want a good team for against yellow, and you want a good team against red, and one of those two. Guardian team or Truffle Shuffle team. Or maybe something like Queen Beatrix. Nothing there. No problem, man. I got a video on the first 5 teams that you should build. It's got like it's on probably my front page because it's one of my most popular videos. So if you haven't seen it yet, if you're one of the few that hasn't seen it yet, I have a video that's called like Gems of War First 5 Teams. Just trying to do this off the top of my head here. Sister Superior for your Ironhawk team when you're farming Vault Keys. Not this weekend, but next weekend. Start battles with full mana. Makes the Ironhawk team go. Do that little extra damage. But yeah, that's the trait stone. So make sure you got all those 50% starters, at least, fully traded. So that's trait stone, glory shop. What do we do now? What else is going on this week? I'm not going to do a chapter for this. So, today, I would go in, look at my XP booster, see what it says. Adventure board, dungeon. We got a Bright Forest week. So you have Bright Forest Epic Trials. You have Bright Forest Underspire. You know, start working on your world event. Do your holiday battles. Start working on PvP, etc. Tuesday. What is that? Bright Forest. What is it Sunken Fleet? I'm horrible. I just did the spoilers the other day. What the heck is going on there? Oh. My tribute's been weird today, too, I noticed. Yeah, it's Sunken Fleet. So Sunken Fleet on Tuesday. Wednesday, we got this guy, a little sunflower. I think it's maybe Firenza's pet, potentially. Thursday, you got the Hierophant class. It's a fire class. It's okay. You know, you kind of want to go like Sunspear, then Slayer, and then it's a toss-up between Hierophant and Dragon Guard for your fire classes. It's not horrible. But you're probably not going to use it much unless you're doing like a full Fae team or a full Bright Forest team. And this weekend, I'm pretty sure it's Depths of Sin, Faction Assault. We get a new Depths of Sin troop, a Deep Delve if there isn't one yet, and you have a chance to get Depths of Sin to 500 during an event, 3-day event, bunch of potions, bunch of stats. Ooh, what are my offers? Not much. Okay, so that was that. Let's do the campaign fast, too. I don't think anybody, like, clicks on chapters for campaign and, what's going on this week. You said you're, like, part 13 in your guide. They are chill to watch while I play. That's what I hope. People, like, treat it like a podcast. So I have both. I have, like, really short videos, and then I have really long videos. I kind of trend towards the longer, but I do have both. Jarn Visa, the Cyclops, led us to the second crystal and ancient sapphire. It only cost us 3 herds of goats, which was more than a fair trade. Next we set out for the Bright Forest. Got fire crystals, match red gems in any battle except training. First thing that came to mind was ferocity with Rage Reaver, but there's probably many other ways to put a bunch of red on the board. You really don't need to. It just happens, but if you want to. Green Slayer, kill green enemies in any battle except training. And Slayer, kill enemies in any battle. So, all things that you probably aren't going to have to, like, go out of your way. What are we getting? A portrait? Ooh. Is that it? I guess so. And then some HP. So, pretty poopy for the campaign. At least it's really easy and you don't have to pay attention to it. It just gets done. Alright, what's next? We could do PvP or Epic Trials. You guys usually want the Epic Trials first, so I'll go do that. Let's see what this stuff is. Win 5 PvP battles. Ooh, look at that. Adventure board. Don't miss your adventure board. You should be doing it every day anyway, just to build a habit and level up your classes. Just use your Rowan team or something. But check it out. That's why. All those gems. That's nice. That's probably something like, I'm going to guess, almost 200 gems right there. Probably a little bit less, but... oh, maybe not. What do we got here? 40, 50... that's probably way off. 75... 90... oh well, over 100 gems just in your adventure board. Easy. Easy 100 gems. Alright, let's check out this guide. I don't see Sana here. I wonder if she sent me a message on Discord or something. We're not done, quite done, but we're getting close. I'll have to check it out. Epic Trials. If anybody still needs these, you know, it's a really easy way to get a pet. Not easy, but, you know, it's a free way. Kind of free. You know, at least get one copy for free, right? Let me put a chapter for this. Epic Trials. 55-45. Kind of speeding along today. Alright, so Summer's Night, Queen Titania, Leprechaun, and Florian. Destroy a rogue, gain armor and attack boosted by red gems destroyed, gain barrier. Bury fire enemies when doing skull damage. Queen Titania, a bunch of damage. Gain an extra turn if there's 13 or more red. Oh, that's good, Mark. They fixed the PvP glitch in the mail. You actually got what you deserved as far as the gold marks go. Leprechaun. Gonna help us get up. Drain up to 12 mana from an enemy. Create green gems equal to the mana drained. Isn't this the one where you can't even drain them or something? Immunity to mana drain. Stealthy. Immunity to mana drain. Immunity to mana drain. So this thing is like useless. You know what I mean? Unless like Brownie. You can't even target it though. I remember this one for... That's what I remember about it. Like the Florian was useless. Because all the enemies have immunity to mana drain. Or they're stealthy. Which is weird. Why didn't they fix this team either? Like they know, like everybody was saying, like Florian's useless. Why is it in the Epic Trials? And then they still didn't fix it? They fix these sometimes. They'll put out a little blurb on their... When they put out the World Event scoring and the Glory Shop troop, they should have also said, hey, we took Florian off the team and put this on there because we realized that Florian was doing nothing. I might even want to throw it up here just to let it die. Then you're blocking your Queen Titania. That's annoying. See how we got purple and red above Queen Titania? And then you don't want your Summer's Night down any further because it's your tank. This Florian just screws up the whole team. Just gonna throw it in last slot, I guess, and ignore it. So we pretty much have a 3-person team here. That's great. Okay, what do they got? Shimmer Scale, convert brown to red, deal damage to an enemy boosted by gems converted. Destroy 7 random gems, create 7 purple gems. Damage to an enemy boosted by Fae. I mean, their team's like almost better than ours, except for the Queen Titania. Anita's here! Anita gifted. It went to the professor. That's awesome. Like I've been saying, go vote on the, or go leave a message on that community tab post if you want to see a video, a traditional, shorter, pre-recorded video, a lister guide video. I'm going to put one out for members only. And don't worry if you're not a member, because look what happens. All you got to do is come to the streams, and it will prioritize you when somebody gifts like Anita. Thank you so much, Anita. You're a legend. Oh, yeah. I'm running out there to help Chad. Give him some suspenders. Take his rag out. Lift up the tarp. Let's go. Alright, let's see how this goes. Epic Trials. I already got this one done. I don't need to do it. I'm just showing y'all in case you need it. Red extra turn. I wonder if there's something I'm missing here. Destroy a rogue, gain armor and attack. Boosted by red, gems destroyed. Gain barrier. Guess you try to buff up your tank real high, and then you just cast your Queen Titania. Skulls are definitely going to be something we want to take. And then we want to do this. Destroy a row. Let's make sure there's no like special place we can destroy a row and get something. Like right here we can get some yellow back, right? But we gotta... It's boosted by red gems destroyed, so you kind of want to hit a row with a bunch of red in it. But I think it's worth it. Like, there's 3 here, 3 here. There's still 2 here, and we get yellow, too. Which will go back into our summer night. Take the green. Guess we get Leprechaun. $12 red, of course. So maybe we can make something happen here. Let's destroy a row with no red in it. And then we'll cast... Well, hopefully there'll be enough red. Is that worth doing? They're probably just going to take red. I think I'm just going to cast it. They're all fairy fired except for Brownie. Probably got the wrong medal on. I think I still have my World Event medal on. Alright, anywhere we can cast that to where it would give us some mana or something. I don't think so, so we'll just go for the red. Gaining that attack, right? Eventually that'll hit really hard with skulls. Help you chip them down. Can't do this to anybody. It'll do nothing. Everybody's immune. Unless they somehow get stunned. Guess I'll get up Leprechaun. Oh, man, they turned a bunch of it, but it's fine. Ouch. Hit them back. Hit them back. Extra turn. Let's get red and yellow, or red and purple. Queen Titania. There we go, extra turn. 1 down. We can match blue. The red will fall here, and then we'll get skulls too. Summer's Night, maybe. Is there a good spot for it? Not really, so we just do the most red. 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. There's 3 down here. 212 attack. Okay, Leprechaun most likely here. Nope. Let's take this. Let's take this. Kill them. They shot my barrier. Got Queen Titania. I think I'm going to do Summer's Night, though. Because we don't have 13 or more. And there's 4 red up here. Some more attack. Match the green, get the skulls. Ooh, 258. Bang. Ivy's here. What up, Ivy? Doing the epic trials for people that don't have it done yet. Queen Titania with another kill. Leprechaun. We got skulls here. We got this, though. Take the skulls this way. Like, they're telling you the wrong move. Take them this way, that way you can get purple, too. Right? It gives them an extra... But they're dead anyway. Like, none of that mattered. But just for the future. And there's your free copy. Like I said, it doesn't cost anything. You just have to do the first battle. Don't totally ignore Epic Trials just because you think it's hard or whatever. Like, at least get your 1 copy of the Starry Pet. And then you can buy more if you have the gems, and you can fully ascend it if you do all the battles and buy all the pets. And it's still cheaper than if you did a pet rescue. If you bought baskets through the pet rescue, it's like 2,500 gems to get a pet fully ascended if you're buying baskets. And this is like 1,000 gems, which is less than half. And it's just another pet for Bright Forest. You got Sunken Fleet. You can get a pet there. Wednesday, we get a pet. And Epic Trial, you get a pet. That's your 3 pets for Bright Forest. And then you don't have to stress so much about Bright Forest pets. You have 3 of them. The Kingdom Level 1 Power, the Kingdom Power will never ask you to have more than 3 fully ascended. And if you buy this right here, you're going to have enough to fully ascend it. And it's only 1,000 gems, which is way less than if you went through pet rescue and baskets. I already have it, though, so I'm not going to buy it again. And PvP's the last thing. Anita with another one, with the Stacy. Dude, that totally proves it now. Stacy comes to the streams, Professor comes to the streams. It prioritizes people that come to the streams. I swear. Oh, that's for Sana? Alright. That's from Sana. Sana running out there. Now we can play jump rope. They get the tarp off, they roll it up. They roll it up. And now they're doing jump rope. Chad's always the jumper. Anita's swinging. Sana's swinging. They're jump roping a tarp next to the train. Put that mental image in your head. It's a blue tarp, I guess. PvP. I already clicked on it. I'm dumb. There. Rain Man, good to see you, dude. I was just thinking about you the other day. No diddy. Sometimes I'd be thinking, like, I haven't seen that person in a couple days, and if I keep track, I'm like, so I can be like, try to summon a demon. I almost summoned a demon. But you weren't quite gone long enough for me to mention it. You'd be busy at work. I love that about y'all, though. Even if you don't work, I'm sure you're a busy, smart person. Morning, Cindy. Morning, world. Busy at work. Just stopping by to say hi. I love it. Mark says, what if you don't have enough gems? Do you have to wait until it comes around again? Kinda, yeah, I guess. Until Bright Forest comes around again. But you get the one copy for free. You could do all the battles still and just not buy the pets, and you would still get like 5 copies of it. And then maybe use a couple minion orbs if you don't want to wait an entire, almost a year. I think it's like 9 months you have to wait. But, you know, patience and consistency and... Alright, let's check out PvP. I'll try to make a team for every restriction. I know you don't need them for every restriction, but just in case you do, just like the Epic Trials, I'm not going to need... Like, I'm going to do purple or unrestricted, right? Like, I don't need a team for every single one, because I'm probably going to ignore a lot of these. So for me, I just get my PvP goals done. I usually just sit in one spot, purple or unrestricted this week, most likely. Maybe even brown or green. Like, think about your colors or your unrestricted, usually. But just in case you want to chase the Blood Frenzy or chase the Diamond, let's try to make a team for every one of them. Alright, we got Elf. Let me put my... Oh, I'd already put the chapter. Good. You have an awesome and productive day. Okay, Elf, what are we going to do? We got a 50% start. Got Yao Gui. Daughter of Yasmin. Red to green. Malcandessa. Secra. Poor Secra. Princess Elspeth. Tulieo, the Spider Throne. You can use any weapon you want. I almost want to do like double Arachnean Weaver. I know you guys are gonna crap on my face. Like, what if you do that with like the wand? Dude's using double Arachnean Weaver. I've never tried this before, and I kind of want to. Remember, I'm going to do all the restrictions, so if you don't like this one, and you probably shouldn't do Elf anyway. I'll just do this for fun. So we can hit the bottom two and then hit them again. Or you can do Life and Death. If you don't have double Arachnean Weaver, you can do Life and Death, and then do like something like one of the mana, one of the converters. Green and... Green and yellow is probably fine. If you don't have that one... You don't have that one. You don't have that one, you could do Spider Banner. We got a bunch of green. You could either level up Archer or Thief or Bard. I like Archer, so I'll keep that. And let's go see what happens. I need to fix my medals. Still got that World Event medal on. It asks you if you want to use it, but then it doesn't ask you if you want to take it off. It should. That'd be a good thing. They could add that to the game. A convenience thing. If you try to use a World Event medal outside of a World Event, it should pop up the same message and say, hey, you're using a World Event medal. Do you want to take it off? That'd be very nice of them. They can't monetize that, though. They can't monetize that. Usually these teams are kind of slow. We have to damage... Well, if they're weak like that. Might not be too bad. We got some summons and everything. Anyway, I'm not going to go too deep with it. It'll work. Summon in a web spinner. You got twice the chance. Kill an enemy without your first slot. You have two 75% chances. Summon web spinner. And then they're going to be webbed. You're going to hit them with skulls. Like, should be good. If you want to try it, there you go. Alright, we have a Blood Frenzy. We're going to have to treat this like Guild Wars. I learned my lesson. Ooh, we got Stellarix, huh? Phoenix, Foxfire King. Todd. We need a way to get stuff up. Like for the War Gear, right? This is gonna be difficult for a Blood Frenzy, even though we have Stellarix. I wish that had a 50% start for War Gear. Doesn't though. It's gonna be so hard to get up. It's like you almost have to use it though. And we just do everything to get it up. Blue and green for Volpakia. Start there. Need more mana generation or something. Destroy all purple. Anything under it's just gonna not get up though, you know? Is there anything empowered? No? Jeez. Ballpeen Mage. Guess you'd have to go with like the exploders. Blue and green. There's blue. Maybe we just try Todd. They're not all War Gear, though, because Stellarix. Eh. Half its mana. It's the same as that, though. I don't know, something like that. At least it starts with 25% mana. And you'd probably have to do this, which is unfortunate. We got yellow, purple, blue, red. We're almost blocking the crap out of it. I hate it. We're kind of in for the long haul, though, because... Man, if I block green, it's the only color that Stellarix has that's not... At least this makes green. That's good. That'll get up Stellarix. So I don't really want to block green. We got yellow, purple, blue, red, brown. Yeah, green's the only color. Let's try this. Alright, let's just see what happens, y'all. Like, if it was not Blood Frenzy, I might just do, like, Phoenix and Foxfire King or something, but... Let's see what happens here. Remember, you can see what other people are using if you don't like my teams. Like, I doubt... Like, I don't like this guy's team, but... If you want to, like, look at other people's teams, you should probably pick the hardest battle, because they probably have the best teams. Just gonna take this so they don't... I don't want my team getting screwed up. Alright, let's hope this hits. Okay. Come on, Stellarix. Yellow and purple, come on. Thought it was enchanted. Oh, did I get an extra turn? Alright, come on, baby. There we go. We're always going to pick the first option. What's this do? I think we're going to do this again. Huh. Anyway. Definitely don't recommend this place. That's my idea, and it worked on a Blood Frenzy. The Stellarix still catches green. The Foxfire Tome makes green and blue. You get up the Foxfire Tome, you cast it, you make a bunch of blue and green. If that doesn't get up your Stellarix, hopefully it gets up your Phantom Fox. You cast your Phantom Fox, you blow up a bunch of purple, and that'll either get your book back up or your Stellarix all the way up. And if it doesn't get your Stellarix up, you cast the Tome again, and then by then you should have your Stellarix, and you go from there. Green. You guys have a green team? I'm probably going to want to... When it's not a Blood Frenzy, you want to go fast. And when it is a Blood Frenzy, you got to build it different. So I make these teams on Monday. But you're going to get a different Blood Frenzy every day. I think I usually do... You could do the Truffle... No, you can't. Because of Forest Troll. You got Queen Beatrix... And you got Venoxia. That's what I usually do, I think. And Venoxia's in the SOULFORGE right now. And Queen Beatrix you can get in the Underworld, so they're both accessible. Right now. So this might be like a beginner doing PvP. They don't have Stellarix, they might go to green. Trying to think of everybody. This one's not too bad, because... You can get all this stuff. Even Leprechaun right now. This you can get right now. It's Plague Lord weapon. This is in the SOULFORGE. This is in the Underworld. And this is in EVENTKEYs. Probably the most accessible team I've made so far. I usually go purple. Spider. Oops. Forgot a class. Green team, right? Archer. Green team Archer or... Green team Archer. Purple team Thief or Archimagus. Brown team Titan. Yellow team Bard or Stormcaller. You'll start to learn all that stuff. Blue team Corsair. Or like Frostmage, maybe. Red team Sunspear. Start to learn that stuff. Be easier to pick your classes. Maybe I should make a video on that. But yeah, keep putting your ideas in the community tab and I'll make a poll. I'm gonna have to like pick like 4 of them. So if there's like ends up being 10 to 15 of them, I'm most likely gonna pick either if people repeat or like a certain one more than the others, I'll pick that. But if that doesn't happen and there's just like 10 different ideas with 1 like on each one of them, I'll just pick the 4 that I like the best that I think I can make a good video on. And then we'll vote on those. We'll do a poll in the community tab, and then I'll make a video. There's green for you. Supernova's here, if I didn't say hi. Hello? Hello! Pick the sweaty wrestler team, yeah. Mark says, the Angel just gave me an epic vault key. That's a first for me. Great job, dude. Congrats. That's a good one. I'd love to see that. Ooh, we got an undead blood frenzy. This is going to be rough. Morthani. Best thing I see so far. Grey King. Grey King's good in PvP. We should probably build our team around him. Especially in a blood frenzy. Like these two. Whenever PvP came out like this and they did this update, the first troop people thought of was the Grey King. I think he'd be good for this. Alright, what else? We either want... Can use any weapon. So what do you think? Probably just go with the stinky wand that we always use, right? We got a blood frenzy, so we gotta be careful. Pizza time! What's up, dude? Maybe something else to do true damage like Draculus? So we have blue, purple, brown. It uses green and red, too. I might go Draculus. Or maybe Morthani, dude. Morthani's so much better. Alright. This is a lot of, like... We need a lot of mana there in the middle. But that wand and that Ghost Queen should do it. And we have a bunch of purple. So what are we gonna do? Start there. And then we have some brown. We have a bunch of brown, actually. We could do Titan. Like, our whole team is brown. I should be doing brown. And we should probably do brown and purple. We can minus yellow. Alright, here we go. Blood Frenzy, Undead. Not as bad as I thought it would be. When you see Undead as a restriction, you don't really think, oh, the Great King. Efley's here, good morning. Thanks for being here. Brown. Wand. Okay, Great King, let's go. What do they got? Green, green. Green, green. So let's do green. Mess them up as much as we can. Can kill them with that. And then Morthani will have a more targeted approach here. You can get rid of more enemies you can get rid of, the more Morthani's going to hit those last two enemies instead of spreading it out. Was that a blood frenzy? That was easy. Let's do another one, because that was just too easy. It almost felt like they didn't have extra 50%. And we just wrecked them. The Charlie Brown team. Big Brown, flush it down. Brown and red, go to the doctor. We just need that chance here. Okay. All brown. They're effed. Our whole team's silenced. Do we Morthani? I guess. Get a kill. We got this red. Grey King them again on brown. For they Grey King us. She could probably kill. It's all true damage too. Everything on our team's true damage. Even the Ghost Queen. That was pretty quick. I might sit here today. Blood Frenzy, you get double the VP. And it wasn't taking too long. Oh, dropped my controller. Alright, what's next? If y'all have any questions, feel free at any time. We could use the exact same team we just did for this, I think. I'm not going to, but... What's my Brown Guild Wars team? I don't think I've shown that. And I like that I can just hurry up and grab it. I haven't seen my Brown Guild Wars team in a while. Okay. Probably find something faster, but if Brown ends up being Blood Frenzy, this will definitely work. Probably don't need Elementalist. Do Titan instead. Let's go! He says if you're doing the easiest of the Blood Frenzies, it's not that hard. The third one gets... I'm getting double point, double VP. I'm picking the lowest battle, I feel. That's my thought. I'm already getting double points, so I might as well just do the easy battle, get it done quicker. Maybe do 2 of them in the time that someone else would do 1. Devour. Devour. This is a good team for PvP because, or Guild Wars, because your Angry Mob could summon in. Your High King Iron Guts getting giant. You got 2 instant kills. You got the wand. But if you want something faster, you're probably going to do like Guard's Avatar, Sir Quentin Hadley. I usually pick the easiest fight, no matter what. But my thought is like I can maybe do 2 fights while you do 1. And I don't like PvP that much anyway. I'm just trying to get my goals done. If I was going for the leaderboard, I probably would do hardest battle and Blood Frenzy, maybe. I'd probably go get my monoliths, get my stats. Alright, we got Damon. Maybe one of these days I'll do that. Like I'm doing the 7th boss in the Underspire now. Which, hey Mark, I got it done. If you're here. I got it done, man. I doubled up on the gold orb. Got the 7th boss. Okay, we got Damon. Right? Damon. Who's the sickest Damon? Scourge of Honor? The Void Dragon? My first thought was triple Eye of Argus. Got Web Spinner. There's a lot of good daemons now. Just looking through the options. Marilith, that'd be a good start. I always forget about her anyway. First thing that caught my eye was Eye of Argus, but Scourge of Honor's great. The Void Dragon. And we could do that Doomed Weapon. Doomed Vulge. We just need one more troop. One more. You could put Flaming Oni on there just to make sure your team doesn't die. Could do Possess King just for some explosions. I might do that. Could do Chernabog, but we don't really want a Brownstorm. I'm thinking Possess King here. Or like a Empowered Converter. I feel like we already... I don't know. Let's do that. Alright, now we need a purple or blue storm. The only storm I know how to get is purple. So we'll do Thief. Let's make sure we got it on. Dusora. Banner! Let's go purple... green? We're missing yellow. There we go. Let's see what's up. I don't know. I've never done this particular team, but the Doomed Vulge plus the Void Dragon is definitely a team. And then Marilith is just there to help it get up. And then the Possessed King is also there. We're going to do like 4 or 5 gym matches. We might as well get an explosion while we do it. Flaming Oni would be good there at the bottom if you don't have the Possessed King. Just if it's a Blood Frenzy especially. You could bring in a bunch of goblins. Alright, we need either Marilith. I should probably have Anu on for this team. Marilith or the Vulge? Ah, dang. We only have 3 purple allies, too. Marilith is kind of screwing us up there. We'll see how much it does. I'm kind of just wanting to put the purple on there for the... And hopefully there's enough. Oh man, they might beat me with that team. Not quite. It did get an extra turn. The only thing I don't like is that the Marilith's not purple. If you're going to use the Doom Vulge, you usually want an entire purple team. But it ended up working, but I didn't use her at all. If you could find something else that's purple... that would help the team. Looking. What's Isbon? Wall of Tentacles. Symbol of Lust, maybe, since we have all Daemon. What didn't work? Tyrion's here. What y'all saying? Exactly what I did. Just do easiest of blood frenzies. Get first place for last week's leaderboard. Nice. Congrats. You think you got 90 gold marks? Pretty good. Tyrion's here. He had to helicopter out of bed and straight to work. Operating on 4 hours of sleep. Less on Mondays. I'm same, dude. I don't know why, but I only got like 4 hours. I was doing Elden Ring. I was fighting that boss until like 12 o'clock at night. Like a dummy. My reason is stupid. You want to do that. Fix the team a little bit here. Now we don't have to do green. We can do purple. Maybe blue. Now our Volge will do better. We didn't use Marilith anyway. And Symbol of Lust is based on Daemon allies, which 3 of them are, at least. The Void Dragon can still catch blue and brown. Since I changed the team, I'm going to do another battle here. Well, it did enough just to at least get this up. Of course, it didn't loop, even though I changed it. I'm giving you the exact team you want to loop, Volge. There you go. Not bad. Daemon restriction. There you go. I think some sort of doomed Volge Void Dragon is a good idea. And like, what else are you gonna do, so... And we're on to Shintang. I'm gonna get me some silver marks. Wang Long, Turquoise Emperor, Tian Yi, Emperor Liang, Laraza, Keelan, Yao Gui, Moon Rabbit, Pandalista. I don't know, dudes. And dudettes. I kind of like Huang Long as like a first slot. Growing on me a little bit. Red and yellow. Keelan. Purple to red, brown to skull. Okay, we got blue to yellow. Maybe we start like with this. We got a Shintang Beast Mystic and a Shintang Divine Dragon. So it's going to have to be a Shintang weapon. Could do Cobaltine Wand. Red and yellow. Guess Cobaltine Wand. At least you can pick up some green there. One more troop. At least something that does some damage. Turquoise Emperor. Green, yellow, and purple. I would love to have some more damage, not just... I'm just gonna do this dude. I know it's an... I don't know. Either him or him. Could be your summon there. Either a 50% chance to bless, it does give mana to all their allies, or we could have a summon. So if you're dying, if you're losing troops, T and E. If you're not, maybe this. I'm gonna go with that because we never get to use it. No, he's all blocked. He's all freaking blocked, though. Yeah, maybe T and Yi. At least they can take a red. I don't really like Shintang. Wonder if you could do like a Keelan. Makes yellow and red, and then this is yellow and red, and this turns purple to red. Anyway, let's just try this. I already got it over there. What class would I do? Blue gems to yellow. There is an ice storm somewhere, right? You guys, what is it? Assassin? Guys like, yeah, there is. It's just, I think no 50% start, though. Come on, dummy. Banner! Blue. Blue. Green. We got one red troop. I think we have all the colors, so we got blue, yellow, purple, green. We don't have brown. Come on. Yeah. Let's go Ocularin. Oh! Yeah, I guess, to get up the weapon. Copy that just in case. I'm gonna go throw on an Anu, because this team's gonna be mana starved. Let's see what other people are using. Long Wang, Wang Long. Ali says, update Kafka apparently said chat was going to be down for repairs. It's off on all platforms. I could have put that as a clickbait thumbnail. Chat doesn't exist. Banned from chat. I can't get in chat, I'm banned. Why doesn't chat work? Part 2. The sequel. The squeakquel. We're kinda like surviving here. I hate these time. I don't like this. I'm not a big fan of this kind of team. We got a summon. We have a dude with 70% skull reduction, you know? We're kind of just surviving here. We got another summon with the Koboltine Wand. Like, you're not going to lose with this team. Most likely. Especially against another Shintang team. Like, I would put my money on this team that I'm using to win. Now, there might be another team that can go faster. If it was a bet on which team would win, I would bet on my team. Against any other Shintang team. But, you know, the goal of PvP is like to go fast and get it done. Usually. Of course there wasn't. Anyway. You come up with something better, let me know. I wanted to use the Long Wang. Moon Rabbit. Yellow to blue. Hopefully to get up Huang Long or Koboltine Wand or whatever. Cast the Huang Long. It's got the 70% reduction. It could give itself attack or barrier, extra turn, a chant blessed, all that crazy stuff. You got a summon here and an explosion and a positive stats effect. And then you got a summon here. Something that could also do damage and pick up red. So it's a team. Just not my favorite. Drifting Sands. Is that Beatrix? I can already see her. Can already see her. It's definitely gonna be her. I think I do this. Pretty sure. Forget the weapon, though. Maybe this? Pretty sure, yep. I remember this team. Yeah. Banner. I wish it would save your teams. Like, I've made this team a bunch of times. I feel like. Especially the color restriction teams. Why wouldn't it just save those? Like, the other restrictions like Daemon and Undead and Drifting Sands aren't going to come around as much, but the color ones, there's only 6 colors. And there's 3 of them. Most likely they should just save your color restricted teams. Another thing they could do to make the game more convenient. Number 1, 2 things I've thought of today to make the game more convenient that they won't do because they can't monetize it. Number 1, if you have your World Event medal on and you're not in the World Event, they should pop a message up that says, do you want to take off your World Event medal? You're not in the World Event, dummy. Like, put a message. Just like they do when you're in the World Event and you're not using your World Event medal, do it the opposite way too. When you're outside of the World Event, tell us when we accidentally still have our World Event medal on. That would be nice and convenient. Thank you very much for warning me and reminding me to take off my World Event medal, because I forget all the time. That would be great. I would thank you. Of course, they're never going to do that. Number 2, color restrictions. There's only 6 colors. It's not like the other restrictions. They're going to be there, like every other week. So, just save our teams. I get it if it's like Undead or Daemon or Drifting Sands, but come on, dude. Blue, red, purple, yellow, green, yeah? Let's go. It's easy. Help us out here. They just don't give a crap about us. It's easy. This person's that's not even a real team over there, by the way. There's no hero. Yeah, locking medals to teams, that's another thing. There's 3. That's been ever since medals came out. Like, ever since global medals came out, we've always said, like, can we please just not have to pick the medals every time we pick a new team? Just lock them to the team like the banner. They could put a little extra room on here, like, anywhere. Like, take edit teams and move it down just 1 block. You still have room down there. And then put your medals right there or something. Then you can click on them and everything. It'd be way easier. You could click on them from here. That's another good idea. Like, right under Shabana Vespera, in between Shabana Vespera and edit teams. Extend it down almost to 2 battle. Add another extra little block in there. And all it's for is your medals. And then you can click on them if you want to change them. Otherwise, they stay the same per team. Just like the banner up here. Just make another one on the bottom, or add more room up here on top. Or you can just fit them in right there next to Archer or something. Whatever. Or even when you just click, I don't know, like from here or something. Instead of having to get all the way out and go all the way up to the medals. Like, make it more convenient. Come on. One of these days, I don't think they're ever going to do any of those things, because all they care about is monetizing and then putting in a couple of fixing bugs, some sort of way to monetize, and then they'll put like one other little thing in their updates. That it's all to mask that they're just all about monetization, though, these days. They could do those 3 things and it would make us so much more convenient and happy. And none of that's hard either. It's a message. It's 1 little block. And it's remembering our teams. None of that is like rebuilding the entire game and putting in a whole new game mode. Come on. Purple. Purple Nurple. This is our last one. This would probably be where I try to use Stellaric, since we haven't been able to. I think we did once, but it was like a weird team. So, unfortunately for the last one, most likely I'm gonna try to cram Stellarics in here. But you could do the team we showed earlier for Damon. Or your Purple Guild Wars team. Or just Leprechaun and Thrall with your best damage dealer. I think I usually go, Stellarix. I could do Doomed Volge, but I think I usually do, like, Duskbringer. Like, for some damage. Wherever the heck it is. Just in case to finish them off. Probably won't need it, but just I never get to use it. Never get to use it, dude. You already know. I even would put Thrall up top. Just a guarantee, like I'm making sure I get that Stellarix up, you know? I don't want to explode the Leprechaun and then the Stellarix is just standing there. I'd rather get up the Thrall and make sure... Purple... Purple brown or purple green? That's fine. Alright, last battle. If you guys have any questions, now's the time. We're almost 2 hours deep. It's Monday. I got freaking million things I gotta do today. Like always. On a Monday, at least. So after this, I got to go. Tomorrow we got Underspire and Faction Event. Most likely Underspire is going to be easy. I think it's pretty similar to other teams we've probably already done. But the Faction Event is there too, so... And we'll be deeper in everything else. And you just like coming to the streams, right? I might rant about something. You guys gotta set it off, though, sometimes. Mondays is probably the worst time for rants, because I'm busy showing you teams and trying to help you out and stuff, and I'm pretty focused on the game. The best day for rants is probably like Thursday, when we have all the extra time with not much to do. Maybe even a Tuesday. But you guys sometimes are gonna have to set them off if I'm not just doing them on my own. Go buy a house today? I know, dude. We gotta do something. The time is running out. I really want to figure something out in the next 3 weeks. Time is running out, bro. I made a connection on Friday, and I'm gonna text that person today. And then tomorrow I'm making another phone call. Like, I'm making phone calls today and tomorrow. Today's super busy for me, though, so it's like I'm gonna fire off a text. And then tomorrow I'm gonna get on the phone. And then if nothing happens out of those things, we might have to go see like a mortgage person, a real estate agent or something, and just see what we can do. Like I said, the problem is it's so hot and cold that when it's not crazy, I want just like a little bit of peace for one day. And then the other problem is Mrs. Cinny working so much that when she's off, it's kind of the same thing. She's either working or she's wanting to relax because she's not at work. Because she's working 50, 60 hours a week. So it kind of falls on me a little bit, but also she's a very big component in the whole process, and I can't do much without her a lot of the times. She's probably at least 60% of the process. So, it's hard, man. I'm trying, though, for real. We saw something Friday. We made a connection Friday. It just wasn't for us. That person said they might have something else. I'm going to hit them up today. I look at the websites every day. We make calls. We do emails. We go see stuff. I don't know what else we could do except for, like, go into a real estate, a mortgage broker. It's like the final step of, like, the last thing we could try that we're not trying. Tyrion says, not the first or last time chat was broke. Ali says, good to know they are on it, though. Pizza says, no, this is a hard question, but happen to know if using Orbs of Glory work towards the Gold Elite 100 Troops trophy because it says to use medals. I'm pretty sure it does. I think it just counts how many Elite, how many you have, and it doesn't care, like, how you get there. They put that achievement out when we didn't have Orbs. But I think it just checks for how many you have. It's not checking for, like, how you did it. If I was to guess Pizza Time, I would say it counts. It does count. Because I think I got it. I think I got it after the orbs came in, and I definitely had some troops orbed. Chad says there's a Gems of War player on Xbox that goes by the name Kafka Loves You. Yeah, medals locked to teams would be great. Stellarix, woo! Mark says go buy a house, I wish. Tyrion says world event where the rules are made up and the points don't matter. So much confusion on random scoring this week. Yeah, the hardest part is remembering not to pick the one guy who's a legendary. What is he, the Frost... the King dude? I already forget his name. The Foxfire King. That's the one. Just remember, don't pick him by accident, because he's legendary. Like, want to pick him because he's not epic or ultra rare. It looks like you should pick him because he's legendary, but you got to remember not to pick him. Yeah, it's all convoluted. Usually is, though. Alright, anything else? If not, like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. And I'll see y'all next time, which is tomorrow, around the same time. I'm trying to pull it back a little bit, out of necessity here. You know, I plan on moving as soon as possible, but just in case we can't, I gotta make the streams earlier and earlier. Preparing for summer. So, sorry about that, but it's out of necessity until I move. You know, I might even get back to like 9 a.m. eventually. But for now, it's like quarter till 10 is what I'm shooting for this week. Next week, it'll probably be 9:30. The week after that, maybe 9:15, or maybe we'll stay at 9:30. I don't know. But, yeah, tomorrow, 9:45 a.m. is what I'm shooting for the faction event. The Sunken Fleet, High, Mid, and Low teams, and the Underspire, Bright Forest, High, Mid, and Low teams. Thank you for joining me today, Chad, Juan, Livewire, Tyrion Shark, Mark, Nugent, Pizza Time, Ali Bandy. We got Tyrion, we got Ali, we got Livewire. We got Pizza Time, we got Mark. Got Effley Morning. Chad, Rainman, Supernova. Mark, Rainman, Livewire. Anita gifted to Stacy from Sauna. That's girl power right there, if I ever seen it. Girl power, baby. Anita gifted for sauna to Stacy. DFIS Ivy was here today. Then Anita did her own gifted to the professor. Do we know the professor? Do we know Stacy? I'm just saying. If you come to the streams, you might get gifted. We had Durs here today. I'm sorry if I'm saying that name crazy, but asked a good question. Livewire Alley. Chad with the 2. Always running out there. Appreciate it. You're so consistent. Dez the Enforcer was here. Jets was here. MJK Jets. And Dez was here first, keeping me company. Jets came in. And then Mark. The 3 amigos. Alright, y'all. Have a great day. You're the best. Later, Mark. Later, Tyrion. Later, Chad. Peace out, Livewire. We'll see ya tomorrow. Appreciate it. Peace out.